we're going to be addressing several issues today, but the first part of our presentation will be a funeral for 7 major services in our state who are literally going to be killed as we know them by the budget cuts that the House is debating right now in House Bill 1. The 7 different services that we're going to be eulogizing today are, first of all, public education in Texas. We know that public education is going to be decimated by this budget. We're looking at 100,000 teachers being laid off statewide. We're looking at school closures. We're looking at entire communities going away in rural areas when their schools shut down. We're looking at a decimation of life in Texas as we know it because of the budget cuts for public schools. The second area of budget calamity that has caused the death of a major service as we know it is higher education. Higher education is going to see another spiral upward of tuition. We're seeing tuition grants completely eliminated for low-income students beginning in their freshman year this fall. We're seeing, again, devastating consequences to our colleges and universities in Texas. We can all remember the day when Texas used to be known for low college tuition and affordability and opportunity for all. That is killed by this budget. The third issue that we're going to be addressing here is services for community services for Texans who are disabled. This is going to be devastated by the budget cuts, and there will be real people who will die as a result of these cuts. The first issue here that we're going to be addressing I'm sorry, I'm going to continue to talk about these and we'll go through each one of them individually. As I mentioned, we have community services for Texans with disabilities that are going to be devastated. We're going to see Texans with disabilities in some cases actually die as a result of these cuts. Another area of major concern that we've all heard about is 335,000 jobs destroyed in the next 2 years as a result of House Bill 1. 335,000 Texans will lose their jobs. This means unemployment will go up by 2.3%. We're seeing approximately a $19 billion reduction in our gross state product. We're seeing economic devastation of the kind that we can't even imagine today, but it will be caused by the legislation before the House right now. Nursing homes in Texas are going to be vanishing at an alarming rate. And what's going to happen to the vulnerable, the grandparents, and the great-grandparents in some cases, who are there, who desperately need that care, who cannot be cared for at home? Nursing homes will disappear at a rate estimated anywhere from 40 to 70%. Again, cuts here are brutal. These are vital services. House Bill 1 will decimate them. Nursing homes will die as we know them. Additionally, medical care under Medicaid for all Texans who are low income. These services will be devastated. And hospitals with emergency rooms are already worried about the onslaught of patients who will be coming because of cuts in Medicaid who they cannot care for. Again, we see health care for Texans being destroyed by budget cuts in House Bill 1. Finally, we have to look at public safety 911 services. Today, we pay $152 million in fees to support 911 services, but those fees are dumped into the General Revenue Fund, and 911 services are going to be cut statewide. Communities, suburban communities, will be hit the hardest. Instead of your suburban community providing you 911 service quickly, that call will go to the major city nearby. You will lose valuable time and Texans will die unnecessarily. So today we're talking about the destruction of vital services in Texas. We're talking about eulogizing each of those services. Lewis, are you here?
Yeah, we're Tom.
Okay? The first service that we'd like to eulogize today will be public education, and Louis Malfaro will speak to that and will tell us what's at stake.